Hey friends, welcome to this week's vlog. It's filled with lots of gardening, some hiking, and a little bit of work thrown in. Now Carl and I are looking for you guys' help to help us vote on a name for our garden. After 2 years, we are finally ready to make it official. We have some options down below. Please let us know your favorite. Let's jump right in. Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel here at Nurture and Nest. I am Chanel, and I'm welcoming you to my garden. I realize I have committed the ultimate sin. I did not give the garden a name, although I did play around with a couple names. I'm going to leave them down below because I want you guys to help me choose. I'm going to vote between 2 or 3, and you guys are going to help me like solidify this thing officially. I cannot wait to see what we come up with and what we decide on. We will announce it on our next video. But right now, let's go tour the garden. Quickly heading over to the garden. That is the garden gate. I have 2 elderberry plants over there. And then I have a pink banana plant growing there. First year growing banana plant. So as you see, like some of my things are starting to grow out the fence, like the pumpkins and the cantaloupe. That's Courtney chasing a butterfly. And so yeah, these are the vines we started growing up the fence, doing their thing. It's looking very pretty. It's lit up usually at night, but not right now. So welcome to the garden. So over here, I just have some sunflowers I planted in some planters, and did some more vines up this, up the fence. If you follow the sunflower pavers, there's a sunflower growing. This is our watermelon, what's left of them anyways. We have little vines there, again, outside the fence line at the elderberries. There's some sunflowers there, and this is like my blueberry grove. Like, right now there's no berries on there, but we will get probably a second harvest a little later in the year. This is my strawberry fairy village. You guys have seen this before. We do get a couple strawberries off of here. There's also chocolate mint growing in here as well. But the birds do sometimes beat us tail berries. So that's what that guy's for, to scare away those birds that keep stealing our berries. But yeah, this is my fairy village for my strawberries. We have some blackberries growing back there, and 2 raspberry plants, which are looking very hangsty, but those are transplants, so you know they may not do anything significant this year. Next year probably a little bit better. Blackberries really did a good thing, but we harvested a lot of the berries off this past week, and so they're barren right now, and we'll probably treat them a little later today. This is the corn. We did corn for the first time all along the fence line. This is some herbs that were last year's herbs that we let go to flower so that we can collect the seeds. Just lots of different things in there. Some rosemary, some thyme, some oregano. There's some more mint in here. That's a vine that we're growing. It's a squash vine, and so we're letting that grow up there. I have some more herbs here, tons of basil, green, Italian, big leaf, and purple, which is my favorite. This is my parsley. This is our zucchini, which is not doing the best this year, so I'm actually going to pull these up and redo those. These are my pumpkins, and I wanted to try carrots for the first time, so I just did a couple in these planters. And so this is our cantaloupe. That is my pink beautyberry bush. Over here I have some peppers going. These are my sweet potato slips, which will be ready by fall. And again, there's another one of those squash vines growing up. And I have some white beans growing in this one that I cleaned out of that planter and actually did some more in as well. We had quite a bit of green beans, and so I planted more green beans along that one, and yeah, planted some white wax beans here. This is my pumpkins, which is totally overgrown this area. I know next year to do better, because there's actually a pink beautyberry bush down that end, which is like completely got engulfed in pumpkin. This is my acorn squash. So yeah, I have quite a bit of acorn squash here. I planted some purple or red onion in this one for the first time. I have some herbs in this one, some thyme. I have some rosemary. yeah, different thyme. I think I have a lemon thyme and then a golden thyme. Yeah, so that's in that bed. Again, this is corn. So I have some peppers growing here, just some bell peppers. I haven't planted anything in this one yet because I pulled out my lettuce, and so I'll put some things in there. And these are my second harvest of tomatoes. I pulled the other ones up, and these were some starters that I was doing in the greenhouse, which are taking off pretty well. So I'm very happy about that. And I also did some cherry tomatoes over here, which I did from seed starters, and these are doing well too. Just so, again, succession planting. There's another bean gourd growing up this trellis, and then here we had cucumber. Some were doing okay, but some are not anymore, so I may pull those up. These are some French green beans that I threw in here to see how they would do. Another cucumber plant, and see, I planted some green beans 2 weeks ago, and they are already starting to bloom. Again, I did these from seed, so these are already starting to come up. I need to get these watered, actually. Yeah, and so I planted them all along here, and so we'll have some more green beans succeeding this next chapter. So that is the garden, essentially, you guys. Full panorama here. And I'm going to do some more planting in the next week or two, just to finish out our summer harvest before we start getting the seeds started for the fall. That's my baby. Not sure if you all remember the planners that my sister sent me. She works at IKEA, and she gets all the cool things, and she sent me all of these for the fence, and I planted in them, and look how well they are doing. I wasn't so sure because it is really hot, but these are doing really well. Like, they started off so small, and they're doing exactly what I want them to do. I want them to like overflow, and they are. And see, right now they're blooming because it's like still a little bit early, but in a couple hours it's like the flowers go into hibernation. It's kind of funny to watch, but they are so pretty. I'm so glad that my sister sent me these. Like, they really just do a thing to my fence line. And so I put these flowers in here, and the ones on the opposite fence line of the property I actually have some herbs in. So I love these. Thanks, Kim. Shout out to Hey guys, what is up? It is Saturday afternoon. It's about 3:30. I am just getting off work, so I think the rest of the day is going to be pretty chill. I wouldn't mind cozying in and staying home, but I think Carl wants to take me to dinner, which is always nice, and so a girl can't turn down a nice meal with her man. It's like one of the top things I love to do leisurely, so we'll definitely probably do that, although I would not mind at all if he decided, like, hey, let's stay home. I would be very okay with that at this point. I do have a couple people coming to pick up some old windows. So we had a bunch of windows left over from building our greenhouse, and I just posted it on Marketplace for sale, and I had tons of interest, and I just couldn't keep up with everybody during the week, so I made it my business to schedule appointments for today. So I have a couple people coming this evening, so I definitely have to do that. And also I have some new items in my Etsy store to get photographed and to get listed. And then I think tomorrow morning, more than likely Sunday mornings, Carl and I are really committing to endurance training, and so we'll be probably hiking somewhere, and we try to make it fun, so I'm hoping there's a waterfall involved. So that'll be that. But yeah, I will take you guys along as I decide these days. Hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. Bye. We have decided to go out for dinner. It's an Italian family restaurant called Red Tomato. It's just in town. I've been looking forward to going here for quite some time, so let's see what it's doing. See what it's giving. See my cute little outfit. I really love this top. I thrifted it for $4. So we're choosing a name for the garden. Brandon, what's your picks from the list?
Greenhaven and Root Cause.
Honey, what are yours?
I like the root cause for the garden, but I like bloom and doom for the greenhouse.
We just don't garden.
Because not everything makes it.
That's true. Not even in the garden right now.
Yeah.
So is that your top pick?
I mean, there are
Those are my top
there are
picks.
some things that really do make it in your garden.
That's true.
The bugs.
Yes. It's
Yes,
right
they're
now,
good.
it's those. Did y'all see
They're
those
fat
stink
and
bugs?
happy.
Yes, actually, stink bugs. It's really interesting. They are actually very good for your garden due to the fact that they eat that they are carnivorous bugs. They eat the bugs that are harmful towards your garden.
Same
I learned this when I had an attack of stink bugs on my
Yeah,
little
they're like
patch.
mating. Have y'all, like, they are like getting it on all over the
Yeah,
garden.
they got stuff.
Yes, yes. Did I show you? I wish I'm gonna record it tomorrow. They are like, won't let it go.
But yeah, actually, the stink bugs are supposed to be really good for your garden, which are
They don't destroy
even
it?
better than ladybugs.
Oh.
So stop killing them.
I decided to stop at the local Goodwill to find some mason jars. I'm hoping to start like canning some of the fruit and some of the herbs that I have. So that's what we're doing. So we are back from the thrift store and only got two things. This vintage blouse, which I thought was amazing. I love the shoulder pads and I love the detailing. It's like a cream color and there's like this floral pattern and it has like these creases, ruffles in the front. So I think it's just going to look absolutely awesome, either tied up with some denim shorts or just left open, or you can just wear it as a regular blouse. But I'm probably going to do it in one of those styles. And the second thing I got was this canister. You guys know I'm growing tons of parsley in the garden, and I'm going to wind up using a dehydrator to like preserve some of the herbs. And so they had this parsley jar, and I think it is already done. It was $3.99, but the purple tags were half off today, so that was great. So yeah, so I just thought this was really cute, really simple, and I have so much parsley that this is going to be great. Like, this is what I went there for. I thought I was going to find like a bunch of mason jars because I really do want to start harvesting a lot of the herbs, and even shipping some off like to my friends and stuff for the holidays so that they can bake with fresh herbs for the season as it start the holidays. But I use parsley all the time. I also use a lot of basil, so I'm gonna be looking for some more canisters like for that. So parsley, basil, I don't use a lot of cilantro, but also use a lot of rosemary. I use a lot of thyme. I'm starting to use like a bunch of dating things, but this is just gonna be perfect. So those are my two finds. I did very good for me. So yeah, this was a successful trip, I'd say. If you're OCD like me, then you know that if you fail a plan, then you plan to fail, and we ain't fit to do that. So I do a lot of research about the garden and just different planting attributes, and one of the key terms this year has been the word succession. I have heard this word over and over and over again, and what succession is, and actually Carl and I have incorporated as well, is basically planting on a cycle. So if you started seeds in February, you want to keep a revolving harvest. So you may plant again that same type of plant in May. You know what I mean? And so it just keeps your crops going so you don't run out of tomatoes. So you can keep a harvest until it's too cold to. So that is succession. We have done succession planting where we have planted seeds in February for like a May harvest, and then we planted some seeds in May for like a September harvest. So that's the deal. You get it? So very beautiful word, and we will probably incorporate it forever, just so we, are always reaping what we sow. And so it's July. A lot of people are thinking, oh, it's too late to start planting. It is not. We live in South Carolina, Zone 8A in particular, and I also think in like different zones, 7 and a couple others. where it's not getting hot until mid-September. You got time. Even before then, you check your seeds and you check their harvest dates. A lot of things can still be planted from seed and will harvest in 60 days. So for us, I use the Farmer's Almanac. I'm old school. And for our zone in particular, the fall frost is not hypothesized until November 6th. That gives us what? 16 weeks, 111 days to still plant. So we have 111 days to still plant seed. That means I can look on the back of those seed packs or look online for seed packs that have harvest dates of 60 days, 90, 100 days even. I probably wouldn't go as far as 100 because, you know, that frost gets a little bit tricky. The weather is a little cray-cray. It's all hypothesis. But I would probably do 90 days. I mean, what could it hurt? Like, there are definitely some crops that are heat tolerant that will do very well. And I will list them down below. A couple that I know offhand are. So a couple I plan on personally doing seeds this week will be squash, because you saw ours did not do well in this first period. Zucchini, they all kind of got like destroyed by vine borer. There is a cucumber brand that will do well and is heat tolerant. I'm surprised Carl with that one because he swears that you cannot grow cucumbers in the summer, but you can. Different varieties, right? There's a Georgia Southern collard green that you can grow in the summer months that is heat tolerant. Malabar spinach. Not all spinach. Most spinach is like a cold hardy plant, but Malabar brand. I think there's also an Italian brand of spinach that does well in the heat. Okra, peas, green beans. You saw us grow green beans. Herbs like dill, basil. I have tons of basil. It does really well in the heat. Rosemary is just very adaptive. You can grow that in any climate. Back to vegetables like root bound like radishes, beets. I'm not a fan, but if that's what you like, you know, you can still grow these things. What else? So yeah, you can definitely do all these things from seed right now because they harvest in 50, 60, 90, 100 days. I plan on also incorporating some seeds for flowers because a couple of my flowers are done like in my front garden beds because of the heat. And so now I'm going to do like zinnias, cosmos, sunflowers. You can still do those from seed right now and they will bloom as the season go on, including into the fall. And you still have your beautiful arrangements like leading into the cold months. Now, starting next month, mid-August, we will probably start planning for our fall harvest. So we will start planting seeds of the brassica brands, all of the cold tolerant ones like Brussels sprouts, like lettuces, Carl loves chard, so different things like that. And so you'll do your research and you'll see what you can grow in. But this is the way to do it, and it's not too late. I was definitely one of those people last year. It's like, oh, it's too hot now. Like, nothing's going to take. The soil is too hot. For some things, yeah. But there are still some things that you can do. And I plan to do just that. And I encourage you to do as well. Gotta feed your family now. Good morning. It is Sunday. And Cole and I have just gotten to the trail. We are doing one of the local ones. It's one of our favorite parks, Saddler's Creek in South Carolina. We come here very often. We typically bring the dogs for a swim here, but we're going to do some hiking. And if you guys don't remember, the last time I came here, I did a different trail and I got lost. So I have Carl with me this time. So hopefully he keeps me on track and that we have a good time and we just enjoy nature. If you guys are hikers like us, I would love to hear about some of your trails in your area, your experiences. Is it something you ever do solo? Do you enjoy with a partner or friends? All the things. So yeah, hope you have a good Sunday and I'll bring you along. Come on, let's go. Bye.